It started as an ordinary day in the entertainment world, with fans scrolling through social media feeds, sharing clips, and catching up on the usual celebrity drama. But then, out of nowhere, Claressa Shields hit live on Instagram and dropped a revelation so shocking that it sent waves through the entire hip-hop community. It wasn't just gossip. It wasn't petty shade. It was a full-on accusation that Remy Ma, the queen of loyalty in the rap game, had been living a double life for over a decade, a secret lesbian life hidden from her husband, Papoose. People couldn't believe their ears. Claressa, known for speaking her mind and never backing down from controversy, came out swinging, claiming that Remy Ma had been involved with women for years while keeping Papoose completely in the dark. The way she said it, with such confidence and raw emotion, made it hard for anyone to brush off as a random outburst. Claressa wasn't vague. She hinted at knowing exact details, names, places, even timelines that pointed to a hidden truth beneath the surface of Remy and Papoose's so-called perfect marriage. For years, Remy Ma and Papoose had been hip-hop's most celebrated power couple. Fans admired their love story, especially how Papoose stood by Remy during her prison sentence, never wavering in his loyalty. They were the poster couple for real love in an industry plagued with cheating scandals and broken marriages. Papoose was the ultimate ride or die, and Remy Ma seemed every bit the devoted wife. They built a brand on loyalty, respect, and family, standing as a rare example of genuine love amid the fame and chaos. That's why Claressa's words hit harder than anyone expected. Because if this was true, everything people believed about Remy and Papoose was a lie. The fans who rooted for them felt betrayed. The industry figures who respected their union started questioning what they really knew. Claressa's claim wasn't just about infidelity. It was about a secret life allegedly kept hidden for 10 long years. Claressa didn't stop at just throwing out accusations. She painted a picture of Remy maintaining secret relationships with women while presenting a flawless public image with Papoose. She spoke of secret meetings, hidden messages, and whispers within the inner circles of the industry. According to Claressa, this wasn't an occasional lapse in judgment, but a consistent pattern of behavior that stretched over a decade. What made it worse was how Claressa delivered her message, not with glee or spite, but with a strange mix of disappointment and fury. It felt like she wasn't just exposing Remy to stir drama, but was genuinely disgusted by what she claimed to know. Her words carried a weight that suggested personal betrayal, like someone who had seen too much and stayed silent for too long. The internet exploded within minutes. Screenshots of Claressa's live were shared across platforms. YouTube reactors, gossip blogs, and podcasts jumped on the story. Twitter became a battlefield, with fans arguing about whether Claressa was telling the truth or just lashing out over some personal beef. Some defended Remy fiercely, claiming Claressa was lying for clout. Others said they always suspected there was more to Remy than met the eye. As the debate raged on, people started revisiting old interviews, photos, and social media posts, looking for signs they might have missed. Cryptic captions, awkward interactions, unexplained absences. All of it was suddenly being re-examined under a new lens. And the deeper people looked, the more they convinced themselves that maybe Claressa wasn't making this up after all. What fueled the fire even more was Papoose's complete silence. As Remy's husband, fans expected him to either defend his wife or at least address the rumors head-on. But there was nothing. No statement, no post, no public appearance. His usual online activity went dead silent. That void left fans to fill in the blanks with their wildest theories. Was Papoose in shock? Had he known all along and chosen to ignore it? Or was this the first time he was hearing about his wife's alleged secret life? The silence only deepened the mystery, and the public's curiosity turned into obsession. Remy Ma, known for her unapologetic attitude and sharp tongue, also remained silent. No cryptic tweets, no Instagram stories, no interviews. For someone who had always been quick to check rumors and clap back at haters, her sudden silence felt suspicious to many. Some wondered if she was too blindsided by Claressa's bombshell to respond, while others believed she was busy crafting the perfect public response. Behind the scenes, rumors swirled about tense phone calls, heated arguments, and desperate attempts to contain the fallout. Sources claimed that Remy was furious with Claressa, feeling betrayed by someone she once considered an ally. Others said Papoose was devastated, blindsided by the betrayal, and unsure how to move forward. The lack of concrete information only made the situation more explosive. Adding another layer of chaos, insiders began leaking bits and pieces of information that seemed to confirm parts of Claressa's story. Alleged friends of both Remy and Claressa hinted at knowing about Remy's secret relationships. Screenshots of supposed private messages started circulating, though their authenticity couldn't be verified. Some insiders dismissed it all as fake, desperate attempts to stir the pot. But others swore there was truth behind the whispers. Meanwhile, the hip-hop community found itself divided. Some artists publicly sent messages of support to Remy, urging people not to judge until all the facts were known. Others stayed silent, perhaps wary of getting dragged into a scandal that threatened to tarnish everyone involved. The tension in the industry was palpable, with many waiting to see if Claressa would offer more proof, or if Remy would finally speak. As days turned into weeks, the fallout continued. Claressa remained unapologetic, standing by her claims and daring anyone to prove her wrong. She even hinted at having more receipts, sending fans into a frenzy of anticipation. Every move she made on social media was scrutinized, every post analyzed for hidden messages. Remy and Papoose, on the other hand, maintained their silence. Some took that as a sign of guilt, while others believed they were handling the situation privately, away from the public eye. But the silence didn't stop the damage. Their once perfect image was shattered, replaced by doubt and scandal. Fans who had once celebrated their love story now questioned everything. Was their marriage ever as solid as it seemed? Had Papoose been living in denial? Was Remy living a double life, pretending to be something she wasn't for the sake of her brand? The questions piled up with no answers in sight. And then came the rumors of divorce. Unconfirmed reports suggested that Papoose was considering walking away, unable to handle the betrayal. Some claimed he felt humiliated, not just by Remy's alleged actions, but by the public spectacle it had become. Others said he was standing by her, determined to weather the storm together. But without any official word, all fans could do was speculate. The story became bigger than just Remy, Papoose, and Claressa. It became a symbol of how quickly a carefully crafted image can crumble. In a world where celebrities often curate every detail of their public lives, this scandal felt raw, real, and painfully human. It showed how even the most admired couples could have secrets lurking beneath the surface. The narrative took a sharp turn, from the initial wave of shock and disbelief to a deeper, more unsettling kind of reflection. What started as jaw-dropping gossip quickly evolved into a larger conversation. Social media was on fire, not just with memes and reactions, but with questions that cut to the core of celebrity culture. People started debating the bigger picture. What does loyalty mean when you're living in the spotlight? Are celebrities allowed to be human? Or are they forever shackled to the flawless image they project? The pressure to be perfect, to look like the power couple, to never show cracks. Was it all just smoke and mirrors? As fans tried to process the chaos, many felt betrayed, not just by the alleged actions, but by the illusion they had bought into for years. Remy Ma and Papoose weren't just any couple. They were the couple, icons of ride-or-die love. The ones who made people believe that even in the gritty world of hip-hop, real love could survive anything. So when Claressa's revelation dropped, it hit like a punch to the gut. Suddenly, everything felt questionable. The love, the loyalty, the late-night tributes on Instagram. Was it all just a performance? And while some held on to hope, defending them with fierce loyalty, others were already rewriting their opinions. Even if it's not true, one tweet read, "The fact that it could be says enough." That's the thing about doubt. It doesn't need confirmation to do damage. It just needs to exist. The seed had been planted. And in the world of fame, where every move is dissected and replayed 1,000 times, recovery isn't guaranteed. As the dust slowly began to settle, one thing was certain. The landscape had changed. Reputations were bruised, Trust was shaken, and the hip-hop community would never look at Remy and Pap the same way again. The world watched and waited for a final word, a statement, anything to bring closure. But in the absence of clear answers, the story continued to live on in whispers, debates, and countless online threads. It became one of those scandals that never fully dies, always lurking beneath the surface, ready to resurface whenever Remy or Papoose made headlines. For Claressa, the fallout was mixed. Some hailed her as brave for speaking her truth. Others vilified her for airing dirty laundry and possibly ruining lives. But love her or hate her, no one could deny the impact of her words. She had rocked the foundation of one of hip-hop's most iconic couples, and in doing so, had left a permanent mark on the culture. And so, the story of Claressa, Remy Ma, and Papoose remains an open chapter in the ever-unfolding saga of celebrity life. A messy, painful reminder that behind every picture-perfect image is a reality far more complicated, and sometimes far more shocking than anyone could imagine.